What we want to do is to run our little Spheros, we need a Sphero, which you can get from your teacher, and you also need to have the app downloaded onto your phone. So I've already got my Lightning Lab app here, already logged in and downloaded, so that's the first thing that you need to do. Once you've got that done, what we need to do is just open up the lab itself. So it takes a second to load up. And I've already created myself an account, and that's why it comes up already with me logged in, okay? But for you it'll come up with the page asking you to log in, to sign in, and that's what you need to do. So once you've done that, the next thing you're going to do is connect the robot. So that's the next step. I'm going to connect in my robot, and I need to tell it which robot I'm going to use. Now the ones that we have, there's one white Sphero one, and that if you've got that, you would just want to use it if you've got an iPhone. It's not great to use with the Sphero if you've got an Android. But these SPRK ones, these are the ones that are really good to use. So I want to connect that up. And now what I want to do is I want to bring the Sphero ball close enough to it. And you can see now that my little Sphero has lit up, and now it has connected to that. So that's the first step, is to connect our little Sphero to our phone. Now what I want to do, there's a number of options that I've got across the bottom here. I've got some programs that I can do, and I'll go through that in a moment. And there is also a drive function. So this is the basic function if we just want to drive it freehand. This little wheel at the top here just shows us, it changes what colour you want showing on your Sphero. So again, you can just change the colour of the icon there. So I'm going to leave that on blue. Then this one here, the line here, talks about how fast the Sphero goes. Okay, and this one talks about moving it. But you can see down in the bottom corner here, there's a little aim. And this is going to be quite important for us, both when we do this and when we are in a programming mode. So if I click on the aim, you can see I've got to click and hold it, and what that says, it says place the Sphero on the ground and drag the blue ring until the blue light faces you. So I'm just going to turn this round until this blue light on the Sphero is facing me. And when it's facing me, that's setting it basically at a bearing of due north, comparative to my position. So then I'm going to let it go, and now it is set up and it's ready to aim and go in the direction I want it to. So that's if we just want to freestyle it. But let's go and have a look at a program. So let's click on the plus button here and create ourselves a little program, and we just want a block program. So create. Now across the bottom here we've got lots and lots of different possibilities. We're just going to focus on this action category, and there are two that are important. There's a roll option and a stop option. So I'm just going to click and drag on the block, and the block drops down there. Now on this block here you can see there is, the first one says 0S, which stands for 0 seconds. The next one says 0, and the next one says 0 degrees. So that's our angle. The middle one is going to be our speed, and the first one is how long we want it to move for. So I'm going to click on the time, and I'm going to give it a duration, and I'm going to start with saying I want it to roll for 10 seconds, and I'll tick the little box. The next one there is setting the speed. Now in this assessment you'll have a speed that has been randomly assigned to you. So I could just use the scale here and just write with my finger and try to get to the right number, or you can click on the number itself and you can type in your number. So if I had a random number 94, then I'm going to put that in as my speed. Then the 0 degrees, that's our heading, and to start with, because we're just doing a straightforward race, we're going to keep the heading as due north. So that's all good. Then I'm going to grab a little stop block, and I'm going to drop the block underneath. And now I'm ready to go. What I don't know is I don't know if the 10 seconds is going to be long enough for my little robot to drive 10 meters on the course that you need to do. But that's something you're just going to try a few times until you figure out how long it needs to go for until it works. So then all I can do is press on the little start button, and my little Sphero robot goes, and I'm going to stop him because he'll run out of space now. And there we have it. That's how we use our little Sphero.